What do you think is the biggest lessons that your kids have taught you?
Uh, Children teach you a lot. We don't listen to them enough.
Mm.
What have they taught me?
Maybe not something they said as a lesson, but something from experiencing
No,
them
no,
as a father. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Well, they will speak to what they they might have had. Um, like if I was working a lot. But I'm honestly trying to think of what they taught me. They It's really more of what they gave me.
Mm. What did they give you?
Yeah, that's all. You know, what little gifts did they give you? I mean, my son, and I mean, I can't. I don't want to speak about them behind their back, but they're amazing people, and I remember the way they made me feel, and helped me see. Perhaps, God, I wish I'd have been there more. Oh, I didn't go to that game or that hockey game, and I was away, and I took this trip, and maybe I shouldn't have taken the trip because it was like 3 weeks away from them when they were little. And we observe ourselves, and we beat ourselves up sometimes. But I learned probably from my children that they are the most important pieces of my life. And I wish I always could have been given them more.
Really?
Yeah. But when they do this, may I kiss your royal ring, mommy? That's a lesson in happiness. It allows you to see what makes you happy. We have this very interesting thing in our brain, which is called metacognition, which means that we can see ourselves. We can witness ourselves. So if you can witness yourself, that means you go a little bit above you and watch what you're doing. Watch what you're saying. Look at it and go, ooh, shouldn't have said that. Right? And so when you have this feeling of metacognition, you get to see what it is that you're in, and it makes you so grateful when you're looking at what your children are sharing with you. Oh,
Mm.
it's the greatest. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a parent yet, but I have been called more and more lately to want to be a parent. And I'm just curious, what lessons would you have for someone who isn't a parent yet on how
Well, don't
to?
overthink it. Do not overthink it. It's very natural. You have to ask yourself, what are your qualities? Do you listen? Are you a good listener? Clearly you are, because I'm rambling on right now. And your anxiety around it. Is it going to take too much time? There's all kinds of things that interrupt your life. There's no doubt about it. Children interrupt your life. And
But you're still able to have a great career and act and
oh yeah,
create.
oh yeah. But especially for your first one. Well, my third one, and then that was like, oh, give me 5 more. But your first one and your second one's a little easier. Third one is, boom. I was never anxious. I wanted children so bad. So I never read a book on parenting. I never read a book, because you have to be truly, with your ability to manage your emotions and stress and be aware and stuff like that. It's like it was natural for me. I wasn't precious on it. It was just natural. And then what you realize is that after you go through the pregnancy, which is always beautiful for the most part, very romantic and, all that, then the baby, comes out. Very exciting. We're all going to say. And the same thing that happened with the first brother, let's say, and it comes along to a second child. They are all excited about the baby until it gets here.
Because all your attention's on the new baby.
Oh yeah, oh my God. I mean, the big acting out and what they do and so forth. And you realize, well, you got to pay attention to them and let them hold the baby and those things.
Right.
But having this what's it like? Uh, You can't describe. You can't. I couldn't describe it for you. Again, it's very subjective. What it feels like to see your baby come out. That is, it's just a miracle.
Wow.
And when you see that, and it looks a little like you and a little like this, and oh my God, I mean, I don't, it's just such a miracle that I don't even, I mean, like, I remember I walked around pregnant all these times, and every time I got pregnant, it was a blessing. And I thought, oh my God, I am the vessel carrying this human being. I'm so lucky. I get to be the harbor of the growth of a human being. And I was beyond honored to be a female. And then I had an emergency C-section, so I did all C-sections, so I didn't have the birth and all that. But I did birth these children. And when I saw them, oh,
Wow.
it's just crazy. It really is. And then you think, well, what am I going to do here? Is there chaos in the beginning? Yeah, the baby's crying. She's on the thing, goes on the breast, does the nursing, and all that stuff. And then daddy sometimes feels a little helpless. It's like he
Like,
can't
what do I
do
do?
that.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I do? Whatever. But then you're building friendships for the rest of your life.
Wow.